going to be Mr. V. Yadav. Imran, you'll be flipping the coin. Salil, you'll be calling. Tails is the call by Salil. Heads it is, Imran. Looking.
I think pitch is so nice looking.
Tempo altogether. Nazir is made for T10 kind of cricket.
What a contest. Shot, and he's pulled that, but has the fielder come underneath, very close to being the first wicket for Bollywood Kings. Siddharth there.
Looking for the first opportunity to find the boundary for a shot that's right, but not getting the timing right. Skidding off the surface, that's what he's suggesting.
Just lip read what Imran Nazir was trying to say. The ball's keeping slightly outside the circle. Chip that towards mid-wicket. That's gone past Shabir Ahluwalia at mid-wicket and going towards the mid-wicket boundary. Fielder giving chase, but in loose legs.
Signature shot from Salman, but working off his legs and hitting the ball into the gap. The timing was so good. Beautifully timed and very well placed. Once he managed to beat the fielder inside the circle at mid-wicket position, it was always travelling up to the boundary. A lush green outfield and the ball is travelling ever so nicely here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Very good shot there by Salman Butt. Shot this time, deep point and longer forward pace.
Full toss and whipped away into the gap through the onside. No chance for any fielder. It has raced away to the boundary for four. First boundary for Imran Nazir, an imperious one from the inside. With the yard circle to the boundary. This time he goes down. Just one bounce from the fielder. Another fine effort from the fieldsman there at the sweeper region on the offside.
I'm telling you,
it will be interesting. Looking to accelerate. It's been put away into the gap for not quite where he wanted to hit that ball, but a powerfully struck shot away to the boundary for four.
Oh yes, you would imagine runs to come thick and fast.
Batters.
Yasir Hamid in the dugout, Tawfiq. A lot of batting to come for Pakistan legends. Nice ball once again in the gap between point and backward point. They'll race away to the four boundary again. Very good placement. More than the power. It's the exquisite placement that comes to the four.
Left-handers and finding gap through the covers or a cover point region always been the moments to savor, to keep it in your head time and time again and play that replay.
Imran Nazir has been quiet, 8 and 6. How well has Shabir bowled? Gives the charge over the bowler's head, and that will go for a 4. This time he had to manufacture the shot. He was kept quiet for a while. 3 overs gone. It's 33 for no loss.
In conversation with his captain Salil Kola was part of
It's not been a blitzkrieg of a start for Pakistan legends. They've been kept quiet as well.
Nadir smacks this one. It's gone for 6.
And that's the danger when you have Imran Nazir in front of you and looking in a murderous mood. That's class and that's caliber. Nothing wrong in that ball. It's just the batsman showing his class. He's a wonderful man to talk to. Always full of life and laughter. And this one clearly will create a great amount of camaraderie.
Also going through the life-threatening health condition, recovering from that one. And he understands the value of life better than ever before. This time he flicks it gorgeously. How far it has gone? It's gone all the way for a 6. 1 over mid-wicket, 1 behind the square.
Oh yes, and he's making it look so easy. You can't err in line or length to this man. He's picked that and dispatched it over the fine leg boundary for a 6.
A typical strike after the shot. A typical Glenn Maxwell strike for a 6.
What's up, people? Of course, we have the legends out there playing on the field, but we have the greatest of all time, Sunil Shetty from Bollywood Kings with us. Sunil, please हमें ये बताएं कि how's the feeling? How is Sharjah treating you?
Sharjah has always treated us well. As a matter of fact, UAE has always treated us well. But today I think it's special because we get.
But the wicket taker so far in this contest. Slower delivery, hammered straight down the ground. Tried his footballing skills, but to no avail as ball crosses over the boundary for 4.
Sunny Singh with that football effort. We talk about the Friendship Cup, a lot of friendship that we are seeing in the middle over there between teams, players that almost took the head off Tawfiq Umar's Kings.
Is there a possibility of a century in T10 cricket? shot. Great timing. An effortless stroke from Imran Nazir for a 6 as he moves into the 40s.
Effortless with that hit of his. He just smoked that over extra cover. And that's what Imran Nazir can do. He didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball as well over there. He had to reach out to it. Yeah, look at that. That could be the longest part of the boundary as well.
Still has those vivid memories of Imran Nazir hitting Sean Pollock down the ground in Pakistan in early 2000. The second match today evening, the first innings underway. Slow delivery, just falling short of the fielder and going away to the boundary. Not quite timing it well, whether to go for the catch or put in a diving effort or stop that ball. He was in some kind of confusion. Slower bouncer attempted by the bowler, which was luckily working for the batter there, going through his legs for 4.
Shabir Ahluwalia, they're in two minds to go for it. Been impressive. Pakistan flirting with danger at the moment and a bit lucky as well. This time he picks it towards mid-wicket and slams it and has smoked it to the mid-wicket region. Tawfiq Umar was in no position, but he went through with that shot of his.
Well, that's quite cross-court stroke from Nadal. 6 overs gone, 78 for 1. Still going down. This time he hammers it, and he hammers it quite effectively for a boundary. 6 from Tawfiq Umar.
Tawfiq Umar has joined the party, a left-arm orthodox into a left-handed batter. Always a proposition of 6s going. This time using his feet well, imparting power on it, gets the elevation and the distance. So runs coming thick and fast now. Pakistan legends may have big
Force the batter to play differently. Wanted to hit it through the offside, but not quite getting the power behind his stroke and also the timing to take the ball away to the boundary. Nazir on 44. Can he get to his half century of this delivery with a boundary in his style? Down the pitch. It's going back. He goes for a 6. It's a half century for Imran Nazir. An impressive half century for Nazir. He celebrates it as if he has scored a century here.
And he goes and hugs Sohail Khan in all of it. Let me tell you, the Friendship Cup clearly living up to that name of it as well. Each other. It's a romance, it's a relationship that continues to blossom.
92 for 1.
The only man who's not smiling right now is Sunil Shetty, let me tell you that.
He's sitting outside the boundary ropes, cannot control the action taking place in the center. This time he connects again. Looks good. It's going. It's gone for a 6.
Oh, he's smoking all these deliveries into the stands. Imran Nazir is in the zone at the moment, and kind of batting power they have should have got something close to 140, 150 as well. But credit has to be given the top bowling performance put by the Bollywood Kings. I feel they've kept things tight. I've hardly seen any extra deliveries.
The execution from bowlers pretty good. Shot. Superb strike from Yasir Hamid for a 6. Just missing the length.
That's class on offer. Absolute class. That was pitched up. And all he had to do was just help it over the cow corner region. Yasir Hamid in the Pakistan Legends batting. Oh, he gets him. Makes room, tries to play it on the offside. You miss, I hit. Siddhant Mule strikes. He's trying to control his emotions, but he gets the wicket as Yasir Hamid departs.
He cannot hide his smiles. Excellent delivery. Stump to stump line. Yasir Hamid trying to innovate, trying to give it a room to himself to hit. The typical channel that the fast bowlers operate in. Show the stumps in disarray. Ball is staying low as well. The pitch is playing few tricks here. Yasir Hamid is dismissed for 9. It's 115 for 2, Pakistan Legends. And any chance of getting over the line against Pakistan Legends?
Looks to go big, but has he middled it? Yes, he has. The fielder at long on turns spectator. Sunny sees the ball going, and there the brawn is being highlighted, much to the delight of the dugout as well.
A Gulbuddin Naib celebration we saw in the World Cup, showing his biceps. Shot again. Catches the call this time around. This should be taken. Oh, no, he's taken it on the second attempt. He's taken the catch. And S. Mule has found another wicket to his credit.
Sharad Kelkar with that catch over there. Once, twice, but he keeps his eyes on it and his nerves to grab that one. Siddhant Mule with his second wicket. That was hit very high in the air. That had gone way up. It took its time coming down. Oops. Finally, Sharat Khelkar with that catch. And Siddhant Mule is delighted as Navid Latif departs for 6 in 2 in the small little blitzkrieg of his. And he's waving his bat as well. It's 123 for 3. What an exceptional bowling performance it's been by Siddhant Mule. Laid off his pads towards the mid-wicket region. That's going towards the backward square leg boundary. That'll be 4, so it's a good end to the Pakistan innings. They finish on 128 for 3. Picked up nicely by Navidul Hassan, and this means that after the completion of the 10 overs, Pakistan legends have set the the Bollywood Kings 129.
Exceedingly well. Looking at the batting potential of Pakistan batters, Mule was superlative, getting 2 wickets for 18. That's what they need to do in order to overcome this strong challenge being posed by Pakistan legends in the bowling department, as Bollywood Kings lead 129 to win in 10 overs at the rate of 12.9 runs per over.
Watch out for this youngster. I'm telling you, when he starts middling the ball, he's a wonderful batsman to watch. They are not pushovers. They cannot be run down. But what is the problem is, they are up against a man who is going to deliver the ball from a 10 feet height.
He drives the goal into the gap. Will pick up single here. This will be a challenge, handling the bounce over the years. We have heard stories about hitting him on the pad, and wicket is found of the very first delivery from Mohammad Shami, striking early for Pakistan legends.
Saqib Salim has to depart without troubling the scorers. He just played the wrong length and was trapped in front. It didn't take time for Rahul Sharma to lift his finger. Trapped right in front there. It was a loosener by Mohammad Shami, and he can't believe it that he's got a wicket of that. But he'll welcome it completely. So, early breakthrough. Pakistan team in their huddle. Saqib departs without scoring. It's 2 for 1 in the second over.
There are other options available to be giving a bit of game time, considering the fact that World 11 playing quite well in both departments.
Oh, he slashed that, and look at the placement and power behind that. That's a very attractive hit. Through covers, Abhishek Kapoor may have taken time, but if he's playing shots like this, then he very well will hold the key to this chase of theirs. What a fine hit.
In the first innings, we saw a stroke from Salman, but it was silken timing this time around, blazing through the covers for 4. A lot of power behind.
Goes down the ground towards long on. No protection there. It's for Mudassir, but finds the boundary, that elusive boundary that's been missing the Bollywood Kings. And he breaks the shackles and gets a 4 towards the long on region.
A confident stroke, using his feet and hitting it down the ground.
But all these 6 deliveries, rather 7, has been an event as far as his stay in the middle is concerned. They need runs from his bat now. Looks to go big. He misses it. Navidul Rana strikes. Sohail Khan has to walk back. The timber is disturbed. Another wicket falls for Bollywood Kings. It's more of a march past over here in the month of
Time flies. He's
March.
aging, but his accuracy is spot on. Navid Rana. You miss eye hit. The areas that they like to bowl more often than not, the fast bowlers. Strikes. Sohail Khan, the batter who struggled for his solitary run, is out. It's 18 for 3. To travel for Bollywood Kings. Down the track. Superb strike. 6. Excellent use of feet and great timing from Bhatt.
Oh yes, it's time to go down to the sidelines. We have Shifali Bagga with someone special.
Okay, people, so we have Aftab with us. So one question from the star about the star.
All the teams are looking good, so we hope that we can try and make an impact as well. We're playing after a while. But it's nice to be playing cricket at least in a stadium like this with some crowds and of course people watching. So, Star, I don't know, it's the first day, but I'm going to hope that we try and at least play well and at least score some runs, bowl well, make an impact.
All right, who do you think will, छा जाएगा पूरा का पूरा tournament में? अभी तक कौन अच्छा खेल रहा है?
I think Mudassar is playing well. He's batting quite well from our team. We've just been, I think it's 5 over हो गए, 5 बाकी है. First game, so it's early days. We still have two more games tomorrow. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Also, we haven't played for a really long time because of COVID. So just hope that we can save our faces and play well.
Yeah, they are very tall bowlers as well in the opposite team.
They're all, ex national level when they've represented the country. So of course, if we can even try and score some runs and make an impression, I would say that's our victory.
What do you have to say about the Friendship Cup?
I think it's great. It's a great platform for players from different stratas, retired players, international players, Indian players, and of course us to come together on one stage and play the world's perhaps favorite sport. So it's a good initiative, and I think this is the first of its kind. So I think it'll be fun.
Yes. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Well,
And wicket falling. Rahman striking 1 for 19 into his second over. Look at that. Some line, not much of turn, just skidding off the surface and striking the timber. Wickets continuing to tumble here at Sharjah. Ahluwalia is out for duck. It's 29 for 4.
आपका बॉल ड्रिफ्ट हो रहा था बॉल आपका ड्रिफ्ट हो रहा था राइट हैंड हाँ यार बहुत टाइम के बाद खेला ना सर भाई थ्री बॉल 10 मीटर सेंटर मिडिल स्टंप या एक को निकल आ जाए तो भाई
Apurva Lakhia makes his way to the middle. Problems plenty here for Bollywood Kings. 29 for 4. 100 needed in 26 at the moment. It looks all but over for the Bollywood Kings. They've not been able to put up a fight as well. And the surrender has been evident. They'll have to throw their bats at virtually everything in the middle. Almost dragging that onto the stumps as well. Gets an inside edge and will run down the fine leg boundary for a 4.
It's the length that is creating problems. You need footwork to deal with these lengths. And that's where they're struggling. Staying rooted to the crease, and that's not helping to the cause of the batters, though they found the boundary of the inside edge. A French cut for 4.
And in the process, Lakhia is off the mark as well with the boundary. But they need more than boundaries. They need a flurry of home runs at the moment. Bollywood Kings, they have been reduced to pawns at the moment. A slip in place, Rana Navidul Hassan. When was the last time he stood in the slips? Another very fine over by Abdul Rahman. 6 overs gone, the struggle continues. It's 33 for 4.
Not very often he gets the opportunity to bowl.
There was an era where everyone modeled their action around the great Saqlain Mushtaq. And every off-spinner in Pakistan or in that era had a tinge of that action shown. We can see that here as well. Takes it on the full this time, plays it through the extra cover region. Mudassir Butt has looked very impressive today, not just with the ball, but with the bat. Conviction in his stroke making, good use of his feet as well. He's keeping the fight on in what looks like an otherwise...
Waited for his opportunity to get a boundary. This is coming down the pitch and hitting the gap. That was the most important thing in there, and he was successful. This time he cuts, and he cuts it ferociously for 4.
Oh yes, another very good looking stroke. The placement was there. He's fighting a lone battle, and he's raising hopes of an unlikely win, may I add. Nicely going back, using the depth of the crease. Back-to-back 4s.
Eyes transfixed to that ball, that contact. This time hits it down the ground. Straight down the ground for how many? For a 6.
Oh, that's a wonderful shot. And Mudassir Butt continues to impress with his stroke making and shot making as well. Tossed up delivery, got to the pitch of the ball, over the bowler's head. The elevation and the distance. I'll tell you what, Sunil Shetty, Still concerned about the situation in the middle. Nicely played. Good use of the feet. 4, 4, 6 and then a single. It's an impossible task, Devendra, but you have to fight on.
That's the name of the game. Sport competitive all the time when you're on the field trying to give the best of the best that is available. Summing up the best possible skills to deliver in tough situations. 34 of 14, but lucky has a strike, 4 of 2. Want to take something home. Some positive points about maybe somebody gets to a half century this time. Will take a run. Closing Bhatt is giving his account here against an outstanding bowling unit. Salman Bhatt gets the opportunity to bowl.
Wickets have just fallen in a heap for Bollywood Kings in this chase of theirs. They never looked like they were posing a challenge in the second innings. Tossed up. The ball is also not climbing. It's keeping low, making batting and stroke making a little difficult here for Bollywood Kings.
There is a challenge. Well, not coming onto the bat quite well as they would have liked to in this innings as well, as we saw in the second innings when India legends were in operation in the batting department. And here as well, 50 for 4. It's a slightly different surface and slightly difficult as well. The pitches here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, the transformation from 90s to 2000 and now. In 3 phases, earlier it used to be difficult surface to bat on, then placid wickets in the around 2010, and then it has become a little bit sluggish here for batting.
Picks it up, plays it towards the square leg region. Apurva Lakhia. 2 contrasting emotions in 2 dugouts. This is the Friendship Cup UAE, and the friendship is there for everybody to see as well. Sohail Khan spending some time in the dugout of the Pakistan Legends team.
Mutual appreciation for the respective arts.
Once again, Mudassar looks to go big, but the ball will fall in no man's land. Apurva Lakhia is not interested for the second run. It's a unique format, unique concept as well to introduce a Bollywood team with the legends. He had quite a dramatic stay in the middle with the bat. Sohail Khan was hit on the body, missed out on a few deliveries, and then finally his wicket fell. But he was up for the challenge. Remember, you're up against the best in the world.
Whacked away. How far? It's gone into the stands for a 6. 8 overs gone, 59 for 4. Can he get to his half century? Whacked away through the mid wicket. A flat strike, a powerful shot for 4. Nice way to move into the 40s. Shot, weighted on the back foot. And smashed that one for 4. And this time pulled it for a single.
And that's where you feel Mudassar would have needed some support in the middle. If any of the other top batters of Bollywood Kings would have stayed around, their partnership would have easily kept them in the hunt. Now with Latif there, already been hit for a 4. But what an innings it's been by Mudassar. But 41 of 18, the bright spot in an otherwise looked a very, very ordinary batting effort. Apurva Lakhia as well with a big 6. He'll be feeling good in the middle. Nudge towards backward square.
Another single will be taken out of contention at the moment, 64 to win from 9, but just trying to showcase whatever they have got, the amount of cricketing talent they have got, and they haven't been exposed to this level of bowling before. And it's not that easy, it takes time, years of practice to get into this competitive mode. This time he tonks it, quite a connection, a handsome one for 6.
Mudassar Bhatt is making most of the opportunities. Let me tell you, another flighted, tossed up delivery. The invitation was there. He's looked so good on his feet, Mudassir. He accepts the invitation and goes big. Even the tallest player in cricket could not get his hands on that. He's on 47, 3 short of what looks a well-deserved 50. Mistimes this one.
We'll take a run here, not quite getting the timing right. 72 for 4. On the verge of getting to his half century, 48 of just 20 delivery. Imagine the response from the team if somebody had contributed with a bit more intent and a bit more determination to fight. He's beaten. Dot ball will finish the over number 9. It's 72 for 4. And on 48, it becomes 49 now. Imran Nazir getting a half century with bat in hand.
They've been fed deliveries here, the Bollywood Kings batsmen. They have been invited to play the big hits because at the moment Pakistan Legends look well and truly on course for what will be their first win in the tournament. Mudassir Butt on 49 of 21, 1 shot off of 50.
Watch out for celebration from himself and also his teammates if he gets there. Is he going to bowl medium pace? Comes down the pitch. One bounce to the fielder. He gets to his half century. Muted celebration from him. 50 of just 22 deliveries, but standing ovation from his teammates.
Oh yes, well played Mudassir Butt. Fought a lone battle and those hits were all cricketing shots that we saw in the middle. He's backed his footwork and he's played some great cricketing shots in the middle. And another boundary comes from the bat of Apurva Lakhia this time. It's been a late surge from them, late intent. Nevertheless, they've raised some kind of a spark, showing some kind of fight and not surrender to the legends in the middle. Apurva Lakhia 19 of 11, Mudassir Butt 50 of 22. They continue to fight on.
And gives whack to another one. It's gone for 6. Another 6 on the card in favor of Lakhia. 25 of 12. Last delivery to be bowled in the second match tonight. Missed that one. It's a loss for Bollywood Kings, but outstanding batting effort against a world-class bowling lineup from Pakistan by Mr. Bhatt, 50 of 22. Pakistan Legends winning by a whopping margin of 43 runs in the second match tonight. Early today, World 11 winning against India Legends by a big margin, and now a win for the team, but excellent account given by Mudassir with bat in hand. Also the bowling was inspiring from Bollywood Kings as well.